you're watching Kristin Cooks. I am Kristin. On my channel, I do a lot of cooking videos, okay? I have a lot of content on my channel for cooking. So let's see, it's summertime, it's hot, there's lots of potluck gatherings, a lot of barbecues, or you're having a lot of people over to your house. And today I have a side that is absolutely perfect for any of these occasions, okay? It's very, very good. We're gonna take a canned product and zhuzh it up and turn it into something wonderful, and it will be a guaranteed crowd pleaser. Everybody's gonna wanna know what your recipe is, and they're gonna wanna try to make it. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get going on this side and you're gonna see the magic. So let's just get going. Okay, so first we're gonna take 2 cans of baked beans, whatever variety you like, 2 15-ounce cans, or 4, I'm sorry. I'm cutting this recipe in half, so I'm using 2, okay, the 15-ounce size. So open those cans and get them draining over a sieve to get all that liquid off. And then we're going to get a pan, get that heated up, and then cut up 1 pound of bacon. I use the full pound because my husband really likes bacon, so I just did the whole pound. But, you know, cut it in half if you're doing a smaller batch of these beans. But anyway, get these cut up into lardons, little slices of bacon, and get those cooking in the heated up pan until they're nice and crispy, and make sure to transfer the cooked bacon onto a paper towel lined dish, plate, what have you. Just get that grease off the bacon. Yeah, so I saw this. Do you remember when the cooking channel was still around? It's not around anymore, but I really liked watching Dinner at Tiffany's, Tiffany Thiessen's cooking show. And this recipe was featured in one of those episodes of that cooking show. So I'll have to see if I can find a link to this. I don't know if it still works from when I printed this off like a long time ago. So I'll see what I can find and I will link something for you, okay? Or I'll just type it out. Either way. Okay, and then while the bacon is cooking, you're gonna get some onion, a whole onion, or in my case, I'm just using half an onion, and then a lot of garlic. She has 6 cloves here. I probably still did about the same amount. I love garlic. But just, you can either use a grater and grate the garlic, or you can just finely mince it. Okay, so now the bacon is done. You want to let it go until it's pretty crispy because it's going to be cooking in quite a bit of liquid and you want to keep that texture, right? Okay, so then in the pan that we cooked the bacon, I just drained off almost all of the oil, the bacon grease that was left behind. And we also have bits of bacon left in the pan from cooking the bacon. So just put your minced onion in there, give it some salt and pepper, and the onions will give off some liquid and naturally deglaze the pan of all those bacon bits on the bottom. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, you know, seasoning every inch of a recipe. That's what gives it the best balanced flavor, of course. See, I'm realizing I drained off too much of the bacon grease, so I'm just pouring a little bit back into the pan. Just a little bit. Just to kind of get the onion going. Just like this. I've been making these beans for quite a few years, and like I said, every time I do, people like it. They're just always a hit with everybody. Everybody likes beans with barbecue, hamburgers, hot dogs, you know, what have you, ribs. The night that I'm making these beans, though, we did, in fact, have these for a side with some smoked ribs. My husband did some smoked ribs the other night. So now we're going to put in the minced up garlic after the onion has been properly reduced and cooked and everything. Okay. So then we're going to do it let it heat up until the garlic is fragrant. We don't want to burn the bacon, and then turn off the heat. Let it cool for a second. Okay, now it's time to assemble the beans. So we're going to put those drained beans into a nice bowl, a nice big bowl. And then we're going to drizzle in a little bit of molasses. The recipe calls for light molasses. I don't think I've ever seen light molasses in the store. They just always have this, the dark kind, so that's what I use. And then a 1/3 cup, or this says for a full recipe, 1 cup of brown sugar. But again, I'm not doing a full recipe, so I just did about 3 spoonfuls. That'll be about a 1/2 cup, I think. And then I put in the rest of this barbecue sauce. We like the Baby Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce because you know what? It tasted just like the regular sugar Baby Ray's, right? So that's just what we always have. I put that in. It was pretty much the rest of this bottle, and it was plenty. Okay, this is my secret weapon in this recipe is liquid smoke. You need just a little bit in there. Whoop, just a little bit. That's all you need. You won't really be able to taste it in there and go, oh my God, that's liquid smoke. But it will add depth of flavor in there and make it taste like it's been cooking a lot longer. And here I'm just adding in some extra spices, some garlic powder, and then that first one was like a sweet barbecue kind of seasoning. It's sweet and smoky and a little salty. It's perfect for this type of thing. So I wanted to add that in. And that's all that we add into that. So then you just stir it all together. Make sure the beans get all of the seasoning and the flavor. Oh, lastly, of course, we got to put in the onions and the garlic. Very good. Just pour that in. And that is officially all of the ingredients that goes into these beans. It really doesn't take long to cook, and it really doesn't take much prep. And the bacon, of course. Okay, so I was wrong. Now it's really the last of the ingredients is the bacon. I like to hold a little bit back to sprinkle over the top for some texture. And that's all she wrote. You just put it into if you're doing the full recipe, it will go into a 9x13 pan dish. But I'm just doing a half recipe, so I'm just going to do an 8x8 baking dish. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And this will bake about, 30 to 40 minutes probably, just until it's nice and hot and bubbly. Top with the extra bacon, like this. Yep, it looks good. Looks really, really good. Okay, then we're going to pop it into the oven, say goodbye for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then hello, nice and bubbly. That looks hot, right? Nice and hot. Nice and bubbly. So that's it. It's ready to go. Take a little side here to go with your dinner, and that's it. So next time you have a little potluck to go to, you need to bring a side of something, then this is your recipe, okay? You're going to love it. Your friends are going to love it. Family's going to love it. I will have something linked or listed in the description box for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.